Adam Levac moves into the draw against Nathan Villeneuve. Villeneuve will draw it back to his defenseman, and we're underway in Sudbury. Down that right-hand side, Chase Coughlin with a shot that Rye will hold on. Draws it back, but unfortunately splits the defense with that drawback. And as a result, they'll have to retreat to their zone. Coughlin couldn't get a handle on it. Ula does, though, for the Petes. Takes a bump from Coughlin and gets it up the boards. Back to Ula. Long pass up that hits the boards and cross ice, intercepted there by Gonchar. Gonchar now will come around the defenseman Ula, trying to get in front. He scores!
Gonchar, the defenseman for the Sudbury Wolves, pinching in on that play and just able to go off that backhand and get it past Easton. Square to the shots.
Now they'll work it behind the net. Hudson Martin with it, sees an opening, fires it over on that right-hand side. To Villeneuve, a backhand pass for Walton didn't connect. Now Walton has an opportunity to move it out front. It goes behind the net. And will be held on to there by the Petes. They'll work it around back to the other corner. And finally up on the left wing, Walton tried to tip it off the boards and grab the rebound, but was not successful in doing that. Now Fitzgerald and Walton could not get a handle on that puck. It was a little bit bouncing on him, and he wasn't able to control it as Coughlin tried to get the puck to him. Now Perreault well out of the zone, in the neutral zone, when he let that one go. Tipped in by Coughlin. Villeneuve and Coughlin and Walton will all head over to the bench for a change. For the Wolves, they of course had 3 of 5 of their goals were power play goals, if I'm not mistaken, on Friday night. Yeah, they were 3 for 5, 3 for 4 on the power play. And making another one as Ferrand takes that pass across and makes it 2-0.
Tic-tac-toe. That was beautiful. Alex Ferrand gets the goal, his second of the season, after scoring his first of the season on Friday night. Huge goal for Alex Ferrand. Makes no mistake against Easton Rye. Just snaps off that shot quickly. Perfect setup. Kieron Walton with the assist on boost to this Sudbury Wolves lineup.
Blonda has that one skip over top of his stick, so the Wolves will have to clear the zone, and as they do that, they'll make changes as well. Having the last change helps out a little bit here, but they managed to do it as the flow was going back up ice. Blonda trying to grab it away from Young. Knocked down, and Blonda is there. Will feather it across on this side for Odell. Odell's pass up the middle for Ferrand. Ferrand to Henderson. Henderson cross ice, a shot, and Rye comes up with a stop there. Back on this side now. The Petes are going to go back into their own zone. Novotny's with it, but Henderson is all over top of him and decides to just feed it off to the defenseman back in his zone. At the line, Brody Partridge doesn't go far. There is a pass across from Walton, clear towards Rye. Rye was going to come out and knock it away, but leaves it there for Gowan. Coughlin, quick shot, and a nice will go up on the left side. Almost caught Coughlin on the fly. No icing on the play, however. Now they'll gather for a conference in the corner. Cleared away. Gonchar manages to get it to his partner, Lads, and then they'll work it back out again. Liam Lads to the center ice area. Levac will bump it ahead, pick up his own rebound, or at least try to. Now Villeneuve staying on side. The Wolves will work it back on this side as Villeneuve tries to get it back to the defenseman. He gets pushed from behind again. And Coughlin, Gonchar will throw a check, and it's picked up by Liam Lads. Coughlin tips that one down deep. Ula, the defenseman for the Petes. Just over 10 minutes remaining in this first period of play. Wolves up 2-0 on goals from Gonchar and Ferrand. Odell down behind his net in this corner will bank it up the boards. Coughlin had enough, however, so he's got to wait till his man gets back onside. Sends it across and brings it in. Blake Gowan does. Faulkner in for Gowan. Gowan can't get to it. Solid check thrown by the Petes and dumped up. Walton will send it ahead for Villeneuve. Villeneuve trying to get around the defenseman, was going to try and send it back to Coughlin, and then a bouncing puck that'll work its way back to the point. Blonda, a second opportunity. And fortunately for the Wolves, it goes right to Trevor Odell. Odell tried to hit Villeneuve up into the Peterborough zone. Bouncing puck over top of Odell's stick. No icing here. Odell will backhand around to the far corner. Walton's got to try and get there fast enough. With that extra man out there as penalized player Clayton jumps out of the box and makes room for Kieron Walton to get himself back on the ice. Puck ends up behind the Sudbury Wolves net. Now out in the slot area, and Walton will pick that up. Number 22 will feed it ahead for a quick shot there as Jan Hovan will make the opportunity. Cleared up and over the top of everybody and back into the Sudbury Wolves zone. Not enough for icing. Odell will bump it up, and Partridge controls for the Petes. That's dumped in. That one will be icing. Marintet will dump it around the boards, and it goes back into the Sudbury zone deep. Not enough for an icing call as Liam Lads has a couple of issues trying to clear that one away. Now picked up by Provorov. Bounces behind him, and they bring it into the zone. Far side, Lads again will bump it around that far side. Tipped ahead by Hovan. And Marintet has it. Hovan will bounce it behind him. Aiden Young going after it. He can't control it. There's Walton back the other side. For Lads. Lads swing and a miss there on clearing that one out of the zone. Artem Gonchar, dangerous, go, and they're doing that extremely well in this first period. The Wolves are. McCallum with it, long shot, cleared out in front and knocked down the ice. That'll be an icing call with exactly.
Got that extra jump to his step today. You see him, he's out there, he's in all positions, he's moving the puck extremely well, not afraid to take those shots. It's great to see that confidence builder for him.
Villeneuve will drop it to Odell.
OHL, new video review systems. Have you seen an increase in Coach's Challenge so far this season?
I have not as of yet. So we'll keep an eye on that if something like that will materialize or not. McCallum will pick it up for the Petes and dump it down the ice. And Marshall is going to put the glove on it. Wait for it. Back out. There you go. Nice job by Levac to tie up his opposite center, then kick it back to his own men who cleared down deep into the Sudbury zone. Peterborough see if they're going to come out with a little bit quicker effort here. 37 seconds was the time of the goal from Gonchar in the first period, and you know that Rob Wilson, the coach for the Peterborough Petes, probably said, well, it's going to be a penalty is how they're going to start things up here. Coughlin will pick this one up and get knocked down.
Markers as well after coming off of a strong power play unit on Friday.
Cleared the length of the ice by the Petes. Out there, Finn Marshall will stop it up for Luca Blonda. Blonda's got a good head of steam on his shoulders, so instead of passing it back, he will just dump it in and bring it across the line. Send it back to that left point to Villeneuve. Villeneuve for Walton, kind of misfired on that particular one-timer, and we'll get it back to Blonda. Blonda cross ice for Villeneuve. Villeneuve in there for Ferran. Ferran to Villeneuve. That's the one-timer they were looking for, but fortunately for the Petes, Rye was able to cover that corner. Score!
It wasn't the first attempt on that power play marker or even the second attempt on that power play marker by Kieron Walton, but man, third time is a charm for Kieron Walton. Let's have another look at that one. Just the way he's able to settle down that puck and get that release off, get it past Rye, get his team up 3-0 in this one early in this second period. And again, that power play clicking right now for the set on this one. And Rowan Henderson had a great opportunity as well.
Back to Villeneuve now. Villeneuve's got Walton on this side. Walton again, a swing and a miss. Not able to time that one quite right, but that was the idea, was to get it over to Walton. Walton will send it back to Blonda. Blonda over for Villeneuve. Villeneuve lets it go, it scores!
Classic celebration from him. What a shot by Nathan Villeneuve. I mean, they make quick work on this power play. Lucky to meet my little friend,
Yeah,
Lefty.
yeah. He's a Goomba. He's a good boy. Cleared down and a whistle.
They've got that same power play unit out there against Scott Barney. We're going back to Clayton, Ferrand, Villeneuve, Luca Blonda, and Alex Ferrand.
Is it across the line? Long shot. Up high over top of the net, off the glass. Cleared without looking there, Villeneuve, as the Petes get the shot on the off-ice officials there. And in the meantime, play underway. It's going to be Alex Ferrand going after the puck carrier that ends up back down in Sudbury zone. And again, the power play will continue for the next 30 seconds. Actually, it's a 5-on-3 power play right now. Dump back, Villeneuve clears it for Walton. Walton will give it to Villeneuve. Back over to Walton. Walton to the side. Villeneuve will dump it over there. Walton got a piece of it. No high stick because it was picked up by the Peterborough player. So they'll have this 5-on-3 for 1:15. Make that 1:13. It's a 5-on-4 now. So perhaps that 5-minute major did come into play, along with the 2-minute minor automatically to go with that. Blonda from the right point. Cross ice to Kieron Walton. Villeneuve rather, slapped that one just off the side of the net. Back to Villeneuve, takes it on his backhand, and they'll exchange places with Blonda. Sends it into Kieron Walton, back to Blonda. So this is the 5th power play for the Wolves here. And the Petes will come up with it shorthanded and dump it down the ice. Cameron.
Big goal, 4-1, 8:10 to go. Lots of time left in this hockey game. So now hopefully we'll see that spark from the Petes and see how they respond to that one.
Well, here's a spark right here as they clear the puck out of harm's way. Villeneuve will backhand it. Ula with a shot. Cleared away by goaltender Marshall. Another shot. So the Petes are building up the shot clock. Now back the other way. Kieron Villeneuve on the draw. They'll get it back to the point. Blonda will get it cross ice and cleared in by Trevor Odell. Back on this side for Villeneuve. Shot towards that. First stop for Lee Stack. Dylan Lee Stack. And back into the Sudbury zone.
That ultimately sent one of Peterborough Petes' draft picks back to the Peterborough Petes. The pick that was sent back was originally a Petes pick anyways.
Cleared out by the Peterborough Petes as Kieron Walton kind of fanned on his opportunity. Now Walton has possession of the puck again. He's got Coughlin to his left, Villeneuve to his right, and that's who's got it now is Nathan Villeneuve over on that far side. A shot, lads.
Beside or behind him in the plane. Don't know him. The two of them, the whole flight for 4 hours.
Back behind the Peterborough. No goal there as they wave that off. Not a whole bunch of animosity on that particular goal. We'll go over to Walton now. Walton takes a look. Nice stop by Lee Stack Coughlin. They lose the draw, or he loses the draw. Peterborough will pick it up, but not before Nathan Villeneuve gets in there. A good bit of hustle from him. Shot by Walton, and he didn't. He wanted to sort of go around the goaltender, but had it knocked away from him. Yules with it. Cross ice to Kieron Walton. Walton will just dump it wide of the net, and goaltender Stack out to dump it to the side. There goes the horn to end period number 2.
People that aren't goalies don't think like a goaltender.
Peterborough will take it back in their own zone. Captain Cameron up on this right side. Soto got a piece of it. Not enough, though, as Walton will pick it up and then clear it back out to the neutral zone. Cameron dumps it in. They clear the zone, and out there Finn Marshall, and he'll backhand it. A collision at center ice between Chase Coughlin and Ula. Walton chasing after the Peterborough defender. Now bringing it across the line. Lads, that would have been a offside had Lads touched the puck on the other side, and now Coughlin will pick it up. Quick shot, missed it wide. And the puck comes back into the Sudbury zone. Clayton with it now. Blake Clayton. Now back into the Sudbury zone once more. Odell to Blonda. That's going to be an icing call. Nope, it's waved off as the goaltender Lee Stack came out to make the stop on it, so they get rid of the icing call, get it up to DiConzolo. Gonzalo has the lone Pete's goal this afternoon. Getting it back to the point, a quick shot. Missed on the blocker side. And the Wolves, Walton cuts in. Throws it behind Villeneuve. Now, quick shot, they score!
Just one of those weird plays where it just finds the back of the net.
Well, Coughlin redirecting it.
Yeah, so Coughlin's going to get the goal because his second of the game. I believe he gets his stick. Like 3-star presentations tonight.
Marinette will dump it over the line. Tried to clear it ahead. Villeneuve did, but it's going to be gobbled up there by Hartnell. Hartnell will get it over on the right-hand side. McCallum. And then Walton doesn't go far with it. Coughlin will get it back to Walton, who avoids a check and then throws one himself on Marinette. Cleared out to the neutral zone. Kalaric. Bouncing puck that Gonchar will control momentarily at least. And McGregor will go after it. Wide open in front. Not able to get it to him, however. Now they'll get it back, but it had to reach too far behind him. Levac did, and wasn't able to make the stop on the play. Laid offside, gives the Wolves an opportunity. Gonchar to pick it up and send it over for Villeneuve. Villeneuve just dumps it in as he's across the red line. And Villeneuve.
Okay, Randy Macho Man Savage was the diving elbow and the Rock, the people's elbow. I had to go and look.
Covan with a shot. Nice job by the goaltender, Lee Stack, to come out and meet that particular play. 8.5 minutes remaining. Partially blocked there by Levac. Soto is going in front of the net. Shot, I'm not sure where that shot was supposed to be directed, but it came to the side of the Wolves net, and they score! Turnaround play by number 10, Levac, to make it 7-2.
Just see the work of Levac picking up that puck that was just sitting there on the ice.
Nathan Villeneuve, who fires it off the end boards to Artem Gonchar. Alex Ferran for Sudbury. Looking to go through, tried to hammer that one, a little backhand pass, kind of slid off the end of his stick. Now the Pete's working back over the line. There's a shot. Backhand pass or backhand shot going to the far side, missed. And here's Kieron Walton. Walton scores!
What a goal by Kieron Walton, his second of the game here this afternoon in the Nickel City. Again, just that shot, right? It's that release that he has, his big size that he puts to use when he has the ability to trick goaltenders a little bit with that size, but makes no mistake on that one, lets it rip.